Hey everyone, Justin McLennan here from Roll Potential, and I'd like to talk to you about a simple truth today. The truth that most salespeople don't quit because they can't hit the number. They quit because they can't survive the system that demands they hit that number again and again and again and again without rest. Burnout in sales is not a personal weakness. It's a design flaw in how most organizations operate. So today, I'm going to show you why it happens, how quietly it drains performance, and then I'm also going to offer you one simple ritual that you can start using this week, today, whenever you want to start rewiring your culture. For decades, sales has been built around one rhythm: urgency. Move faster, do more, push harder. The faster the activity, the better the performance. Or at least that's the myth that we've all been taught. But here's what actually happens. Urgency triggers adrenaline. Adrenaline gives you a short burst of energy, great for sprinting, terrible for endurance. And when your whole culture runs on that cycle, sprint, crash, sprint, crash, sprint, crash, the result's predictable. It's burnout. I've lived it. Early in my career, I wore burnout like a badge on of honor on my sleeve. I was saying, hey, I'm going to be committed. I'm going to push, push, push. Don't worry about burnout because I can handle the grind, right? But unfortunately, it was at the expense of me becoming mentally and emotionally fried. I told myself that exhaustion meant commitment. And damn, I can be pretty stubborn because I stuck to that for a very long time. But what I didn't realize was that every time I ignored recovery, I was teaching my brain that rest equals weakness. And that became a limiting belief. And I'm still kind of working on it today. Luckily, I think I cracked the code, and you'll see that in a second here. But anyway, back to the point. When an entire sales culture believes that rest equals weakness, people might close deals, you might hit numbers this quarter and next quarter, but it's not going to last. People are not going to stay. When your nervous system never rests, three things start to break down. First, creativity. You stop seeing new solutions because you're stuck in survival mode. Number two, empathy. Your brain shifts from connecting with people to just scanning for where are the threats. And number three, consistency. Yeah, you might perform well for a while. I did. It helped me. I performed great. I was able to hit my goals. And then you might be able to look unstoppable as a team for the first quarter, even the second quarter. But then what typically happens is you start to see teams collapse by the third and the fourth because they're just drained. They're burnout. They don't have it in them anymore. The system rewards the sprint. But what it doesn't invest in, which is so important, is renewal. Burnout doesn't come from weak reps. It comes from cultures that confuse speed with strength. So if the old rhythm of sales was urgency, adrenaline, crash, repeat, the new rhythm, the regenerative rhythm, looks completely different. It's awareness, rhythm, renewal, sustainable growth or vitality. Awareness means you slow down enough to actually notice what's happening. Whether it's in your team's energy, your energy, whether it's in your team's pipeline, your pipeline, definitely in yourself. Rhythm means that you build consistency instead of chaos. You plan effort and recovery into the system. Just like the greatest athletes in the world, when they train, they include rest days. Just like the greatest warriors out there, everyone must rest in order to continue to be at the top. And the same is for sales. Renewal is what replaces the crash. Instead of breaking down and calling it grit, you pause intentionally to restore energy. And renewal is what every healthy culture earns. And you don't earn it through more hustle, but you earn it through better balance. And that's the core of regenerative sales. It's not about doing less, it's about doing it smarter. Leaders who normalize reflection, gratitude, recovery, They don't slow performance, even though that's what that little voice is going to tell you. They actually stabilize it, because steady energy doesn't just win quarters, it builds careers. So here's your experiment for this week, whether you are a leader or you're an individual. And it's something that has helped us transform teams over time. So every Monday before you begin work, every Friday before you end your week, before you log off, take 10 minutes. That's all we say. Do just one of the things from these lists. Just pick it. Pick one. That's it. It might feel small, but this is where regenerative culture starts. It doesn't start with huge initiatives and drastically changing things. It just starts with consistent renewal rituals. And teams that do this regularly are going to perform more steadily. They're going to collaborate together better. They're going to recover faster, and they're going to last as a team and hit those results over time. And I bet you'll even notice it personally too. So again, the truth. Most salespeople don't quit because they can't hit the number. They quit because they can't survive the system that demands they hit that number again and again and again without rest. Burnout in sales is not a personal weakness. Don't believe that. It's a design flaw in the way most organizations operate. So, take the first step to end sales burnout. Try one renewal ritual this week. Remember, burnout is not proof that you care. It's proof that the system needs to evolve. So, what should we do? Let's start evolving it together.